6 or 8 people before in the editing room. We've never seen it with more than 15 people, and you're more than 15, so it was extraordinarily exciting, and you laughed in all the right places, and thank you. That was really exciting and cool. Thank you. Well, here's a thought, like, tell your friends, okay? I mean, if you like that, tell people to watch it. On Netflix.
We have mics actually set up right here if you'd like to. You can come down from upstairs. We have mics. We have time for a couple of questions if you want to line up.
And you know what? I wanted to just say one thing really quickly. I forgot when I introduced all these amazing people up here to thank Netflix, who, without them, none of this would have been possible. They're an awesome company, and they were so amazing to work with. They knew when to step in and tell us a thought, and when to pull back and let us do our thing. It was really awesome, and it continues to be a great relationship. Paul has a show that's produced by. It's about him and his wife in real life, right? And he co-created it with his wife and with Judd, and the three of them made a cool show that just premiered a couple weeks ago called Love. So, does anybody have any questions?
I'm going to really try not to cry when I say this. I'm serious. I first, before I ask you anything, I want to thank you on behalf of everyone here for creating a character that spoke to adults and spoke to children. I know personally Pee-wee was a shining light in my childhood. And for a lot of people who like me maybe didn't have the happiest childhoods, Pee-wee was... Sorry. He was a hero, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for him and all the rest.
They're 30 each.
But I wanted to ask you, as someone who's loved Pee-wee from the beginning, like the whole original with Phil Hartman, that whole backstory, how has Pee-wee for you changed and evolved to become the man that we see today on screen?
One of you guys want to answer? I have no idea the answer to that question. I honestly, this is so dumb, and you're not a journalist, right, Michael?
No, I didn't.
This is what I say to all the journalists also, and it's the truth, it's the real answer, that's other people's job. I try never to think about that kind of stuff, because it sort of cracks it a little bit for me personally, and I would have a giant head, so I really don't know the answer, I don't think about it. But I'll tell you, one person up on here on stage says a lot of that stuff and talked me into this in a big, big way, and he was right about all of it, and it's him. I don't know, can you? It's really forward, isn't she? Could you get a lower angle?
Thank you so much for coming. We're so excited. I'm sure everybody's as excited as I am right now. How did it feel, Mr.
Thank you, sis.
Okay. Let me tell you, I got to play you for a quote along here at Alamo Draft House, so I'm super excited to hear it. And the cast was fabulous. It seemed like everybody meshed so well, and everybody just totally knew exactly what to do as far as your stuff.
How about Joe?
Right? Fantastic. Thanks for sharing this work with us. How did it feel after so many years to come back as Pee-wee? How did it feel to get back on the screen and just...
It felt incredible. It felt incredible because I had so much support and help from people standing up here on stage. I keep coming back to them. But John Lee, if any of you make films, which I'm sure lots of people here make films, you have never, ever been on a set in anything I've ever worked on with something so cool and collected and calm as John Lee. He never, ever, ever, with nobody on the entire set, ever lost it for one split second. He was amazing.
He's just not in front of you.
No. I asked a whole bunch of people. You mentioned the cast. I'm trying to see, is Lynn still still sitting there? She leaves. There's a lot of people here and a lot of people throwback and stuff, but one person here, one of my closest friends, Lynn Stewart. Lynn Stewart, aka Miss Yvonne.
Yes, I remember.
She's the Mother Superior in Big Adventure. She's the bearded lady in Big Top. She's Miss Yvonne, and she's the snake lady in your movie.
Well, thank you all so much for
I'm a big fan. I actually have a tattoo that goes from your album, One of the Gang.
Which Paul?
Paul Russ, sorry. My question... I don't have a Pee-wee tattoo yet, but I mean, you know, who knows. What was the difference for you between writing On Love, knowing that you were going to star in it, and writing this? What was the process difference there?
Oh, well, the difference was working with Paul. I got to work with a genius. I got to work with like the most brilliant guy in comedy and get to co-write a really fun script. It was just goofy fun. Love his sort of hard life stuff, and this was all just goofy fun stuff. It was the best. I'm sorry, I'm not being very eloquent. I'm very emotional right now. It's
was because of Paul Rust's enthusiasm to work so hard on it and to drive to Paul's house and keep it moving forward as we were trying to get it together. But so much of this, Paul loves Pee Wee Herman more than half of the people in this room.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I just want to say thank you all so much for coming to ask me. I'm so excited. My question is for you all, but also for the room. Don't you think that Pee Wee for President has a nice ring to it?
Next question.
Hi, men. How are you? Mine is a two-part question. One, was there a beef between you and Penny? Is that why she didn't make an appearance in the film?
Penny?
Yeah, you know, Penny.
Claymation Penny.
Oh, she used to be on the show. Sorry.
Yeah. No, she turned it down.
She was going to play the part of Joe, but she turned it down.
And two, take your shirt off. Thank you.
Visionary that you are, you decided to choose Tim Burton to direct your first film. What was it that made you decide to work with this current crew that directed your new film?
Well, it's not a crew that directed the film, it's just one person, John. This is kind of a collective answer.
How did it happen?
Yeah. I mean, what
Well,
made us...
we got very lucky. I don't know if you guys ever saw the show Wonder Chosen. John's one of those people behind that, and we knew we needed someone incredibly imaginative and creative, so we tried to think outside the box of what you would normally do, and we knew we wanted something inventive, and John came in with the most passionate, the best ideas, and we got very lucky. Every once in a while, you just make the right decision based on luck.
And let me say one other thing. Look at him. Look out there for a second. He has like an evil gleam in his eye, doesn't he? So to me, he was like super perfect. Wonder Chosen, I love. Created several other things. The Heart She Holler. It doesn't matter. But I mean, those two things, just those two things. But he also just has this evil glint in his eye, and you can tell he's hilarious, but he's got like a dark, funny, weird streak also.
Not unlike here.
It takes one to know one. But still, that for me was like he had this little thing going. We knew he was on one.
Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, we have time for one more quick one.
And after this, there's a stand-up comedy show. So you should stay. Bill Burns will be here, Robert Todd.
Should they ask this their question at the same time?
Yeah.
No, she has a question.
I did not come prepared with an anecdote or an opening dialogue. I'll go straight to the question. Thank you.
That was already a waste. Go.
What were some of the challenges you faced along the journey of developing the project?
I felt like the biggest challenge we faced was nobody wanted to make it. So we were turned down a few places, and the project kind of languished for a little while, and then we had a meeting at Netflix, me and Judd and an agent and a Hollywood agent, and we pitched it to Mr. Ted Sarandos, who I think is here, the president of Netflix. And they said yes, he wanted to make it. I mean, it had a lot to do with Judd.
That's Paul.
That's what's happening. No, Judd. I know it's Judd. Judd.
And they really allowed us to make it a big Pee Wee Herman movie. They gave us enough money to get a flying car and everything. So we got to back them because it's really, we got to make it look exactly the way we wanted to make it look. And the beautiful score.
Mark Brothers. The opening sequence in Pee Wee's Playhouse. We've worked together for many, many years. We're so lucky it's going to come out on a very Sarah supportive movie.
That's
We're going to be showing the film again tonight at the Sophomore. We're showing again. There's like a 11 o'clock show, and then but you can stay, and then it's going live globally. This on Pacific time tonight, midnight. It's on Netflix everywhere. So tell everybody to see it.
Thank you guys very much.